From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Howell, first play, going to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. You can look at this Patriots defense. Well, they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here's Howell. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Play action, Corral. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Corral. Gets this complete to Butte. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Patriots at 0-8 now on the year, and they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
Corral now to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. 3rd down here. You talk about this Washington defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Pollard gets it off the option. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Straight ahead, Gibson. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You look at this Patriots defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass, because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard to the 43, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. play action. Here's Corral. And that is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Corral. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he's going to handle it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Four yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And Corral will throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. On now the rookie 4th-round pick Chad Ryland for the Patriot field goal. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Howell. They shakes him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. The all-pro return man Marcus Jones deep for New England. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first? And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for New England. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. The Patriots at 0-8 now on the year. And you'd like to say, let's put the first half behind us and start over, but it's likely not going to be that easy.
It never is it? Because a lot of people say, look forward, let's go ahead and start rebuilding, let's think about the draft and free agency. But you have a bunch of people in that locker room that are saying, don't give up on us now. We still have our pride, and we still have a chance to win some games.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure
You don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On third down, here's Corral. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first. And the first play will be a field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flipping over to the other side, the offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action. Howell. He's got the hook up downfield with Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. Fights off the defender. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run with Gibson. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Throwing here, Howell. Got a man, it's Rodriguez. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Now a 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, here's Corral. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. 3rd and long. Corral. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Powell going to audible to something else. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. for Gibson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 82 yards rushing now for Gibson. He's got a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. Gibson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Third down, Corral. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down, it's Corral. Hunter Henry brings it in. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. Again, it's Corral. And incomplete on the deep ball. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Corral, another throw on 2nd down. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
That's another Patriots.
Shotgun snap to Corral. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Corral. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Going for it on 4th down. Corral. Touchdown! Tony Pollard as the first half is winding down. And the Pats are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Ryland up and good. And that'll make it 17-13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Marcus Jones, a return man. Jones now on the return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Second and 10. Second and 10, Corral. Gets this complete to Butte. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Commanders' 42-yard line.
Corral looking to throw. Williams brings it in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The first down throw here for Corral. And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Corral. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
That 2nd down play, that's a -4.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. Third and long, here's Howell. That is caught. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Gibson again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And they're going to speed things up here. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Faking the handoff, Howell. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Here's Corral from down near his own goal line. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for New England. 56 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Corral looking to pass. 2nd down. Got him save. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kayshon Boutte, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
With a play fake, and now here's Hal to throw it. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Final minute now of the third quarter. A handoff running left is Gibson. Now he's loose again. He may go. Antonio Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Commanders have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. There he goes, left side. Now look out to the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson, 92 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out looking. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the return will stop right around the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Pollard is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is, once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
New England on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Howell throwing on third down here. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Washington. Gabe Neighbors, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt. Howell throwing for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. First down. Here's Corral with it. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17. At the 24.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Corral. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Corral.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Corral will throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and break the clock.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it and oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And the slot man goes in motion left. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Kayshon Boutte with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And my goodness, another interception. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Play action, Corral. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders. Right at the 50-yard line. Now they go play action with Howell. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Slings this deep for McLaurin. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Throwing here, Howell. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense? Right?
Yeah,
if
key
you know,
in on him.
right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would...
And now here's another interception. And the Pats will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And they will take a knee here. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And my goodness, another interception. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Howell. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7th. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're staring smack dab at another loss here, and you just get the sense that this is an almost totally lost season. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Fakes the handoff. Now Corral to throw it. Gets this complete to Butte. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. On first down, it's Corral. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Play action here. Corral. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?